All right, what is this, Lady Ada?
Hey, everybody, and welcome to a Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. It's time for Show and Tell. It's me, Lady Ada. With me is Mr. Lady Ada. We're broadcasting live from the Adafruit headquarters, and it's a lovely summer night. People from around the world are going to come by and show off their synthesizers, their e-inks, their 3D prints, their robots, whatever it is that they're building and crafting and hacking on. We'd love to see it. After all, DEF CON is canceled, so it's not like you got anything else to do this week. Yeah, it's true.
There's too many locusts.
It happened. Yeah, this is like one year. So we got a bunch of folks. We're going to get right into it. We'll call on you. Please mute your mic. Dan, can you mute your mic? Or somebody can. Thank you. We'll call on people, and when you're called on, please unmute your mic, show off your projects for 2-3 minutes, and we'll get to everybody and out of here by 7:50. Let's start off with Scott.
Hello. I've got some more stuff under the hovercam to show. Last week I was working on OLEDs, and this week is e-ink week. So I've got two e-inks here. These are the monochrome ones from the shop. And you can see that these were, when I unplugged them, they were showing the terminal or the serial, just like our other displays work. And then on here, it's looks like it's not quite working. It's rotated a bit, and I have to fix that. But I am screened into it. So if I just type 1+1,
Okay.
it might work.
Let's see.
It is, well, it's limited to every 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Update. So, but then again, I would expect it to work.
Okay, so e-inks now are working as part of display, so you can do sprites, text,
right?
Stuff.
Yeah, working on it and experimenting with how to control the frame rate, because you're not supposed to update these more than once every 3 minutes. So
yeah,
I have this actually set to 20 seconds, but I think I actually did crash it instead. So
okay,
live demos.
But you can see that Rapple, you can see that Blinka. It's looking great, and of course they're so crisp and beautiful.
Right, and with the tricolors, like this is has red as well. I was just picking your brains about how to figure out what pixels should be red. So should be able to see some nice accents to Blinka there in the final version. Red
Blinka will be sweet. All right, well, awesome. I'm sure people are excited to see this come to life. The OLEDs have been, people are already starting to try to use them, so that's really good news. It's all coming to Python 5.
Correct.
Yay. All right. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott. And next week, everyone should tune in to Ask an Engineer. Scott will be a guest, and next week is Circuit Python Day Week month. So,
in person.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, Nan Pedro.
Hey, folks. Can you hear us okay?
Yep.
Alrighty. All right. So this week's project, I think about a year or two ago, Lamar was asking for a Master Sword. And then my little son has been playing Breath of the Wild like crazy. Comes up to me with his little 5 stars, trying to pull out a Master Sword. He's like, "Daddy, can you build me a Master Sword?"
All right, so now you have 2 people pestering you.
So your boss and your kid wants a Master Sword. You got to go build a Master Sword.
So then now you're...
So here is a smaller version of the one that I sent you. We made 2 modifications, or 2 different blade sizes. We have the bigger one and the smaller one for easy swinging.
Oh, now you're back. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're kind of lagging.
That and there's a lot of auto exposure happening. So
you
talk and I'll fix it.
Yeah, so one of the features that Lamar really wanted was to have that blast effect mode. So she coded up some really good animation. So when you do a little shoot like that, it does a little.
That's the best part about Zelda is if you're at all your hearts, you can shoot.
Exactly.
So this is true to life.
Yeah, so you got the blast animation, and then you got clashing too. You got that, and there was a ton of work that went into actually producing the sound effects for this. So using Video Copilot's
motion pulse kit. So just a bunch of different sounds that are layered together to make it really punchy. Because we did capture some of the audio from in-game, like Link going,
yeah, but
it needed some more oomph. So we threw some like slams and smashers and bullet hits and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so
it was a lot of fun, and you can grab all those sound effects too. So it's got random choice as a part of the loop. So it's gonna cycle through 4 different swings and 4 different hits.
All right, well, it looks great.
And there's you can charge and add some more animation. There's a little USB jack on here. Then you got your reset button, and we added an additional button for like mode changes or something. Somebody was saying like when you go into some forest, it turns purple or something. So I figured we'd add that in there. And then one of the other things we wanted to do too, when we built the Guardian sword like a couple of years ago, it's like I guess the standard that everybody uses to build that, but it was built with Arduino and a trinket. So we're hoping that this, the Featherwing M4 Express and the Prop Maker Featherwing becomes the new standard. Everybody uses the CircuitPython to just mount it like a USB drive, because you can see all of the audio files on there. You can see all the code. You can change like the length of the animation, colors, all of that. And as PT showed last night with iOS 13, you can now just do it on your iOS device right on your phone. So we're hoping that everybody switches over from that to the new standard.
Yeah, as we do more, we just have like years of Arduino projects, but as we go through and redo and update them all to CircuitPython, I think people will like it. I mean, it's definitely less support and more creativity with CircuitPython builds. People are less like, I can't figure out how to compile and upload, and more like, hey, here's the build I did and here's changes I made.
Exactly. Yeah. So during the show, 3D Hangouts, we did a whole hour of walking through how to wire everything up. And a lot of people in the comments were saying, holy crap, I'm going to completely dump this Arduino project I was going to do and just switch over to CircuitPython, get feathers and prop maker wings. So it's starting.
More props coming.
Yes.
All right, sweet. Thank you, Pedro.
All right, and we'll be playing some of your videos as well as your sped up 3D printed video, which I think is a Mario themed one.
Yeah.
Here tonight.
All right. Nintendo.
Thanks, folks.
All right, thanks, folks.
All right.
All right, Mike.
Hello.
Hi, I'll be real quick. I've been working on badge stuff for a couple weeks, so I've got these nice my name is badge running on various things.
There, you don't want anyone to know your real name.
Well, yeah, Joe. I mean, I tried to pick, well, actually it has 3 letters. It's very hard to creatively letter things in a Mac Paint / MS Paint, 1990 era, thing. Make code. They're working on things, but no, there's a full guide. If you want to do this on your PyPortal PyGamer device, you've never used.
Your dog wants to.
Yes, my dog is not named Joe. So, if you've never used MakeCode before, we have a guide that you can go in and make your badge, put it on a lanyard and battery, and take it to a con or wherever, and you're good to go.
Super easy.
Super easy. So,
no changes.
So please check that out on learn.adafruit.com, as well as the bazillion other guides. Actually, we're shooting for 2,000 soon, so
yeah.
Always check it out, and that's where I'm.
More guides every week.
Away. Yep.
Only more every week, not less. All right, thanks.
All right.
Thanks, Joe. All right, next up, Melissa. All this time, really, Joe, not Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, Melissa.
Hi.
Hi.
I have been working on adding shields to Display.io here, and I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see a
It's
blink.
like a glare. There we go. And so on this demo, I have it so you can press the buttons, and it'll show you what you have for the different things.
Cool.
So that's all running on CircuitPython.
Yeah, so we've had Display.io for a little bit now, but we never had in the guides for each of these products. Like we've done for all the sensors. We've had, when you buy an accelerometer, it now has CircuitPython code, but we didn't get to the displays. But now we're going to go back, and Melissa, who is queen of displays, is going to get crowned with all these little displays in it. She's going through and we're going to update all the guides so that people can get going with CircuitPython and Display.io, which is really nice and powerful. Very exciting.
Right.
Thank you, Melissa. People are thankful. I can tell because people are always like, "How do I do this?" And it's like, "There's a guide."
What's up, JP?
Hi, JP.
Hey, so I've got a Pi Badge project also that I'm working on for this week, and I'm gonna switch over to the cover cam here for a second to show you it a little more close up. So this is my preliminary plant sensor for moisture and sunlight. And so what I've done so far is just coded up some of the logic of how we'll display information when we read the light levels and when we read the moisture levels. And I was able to get... there we go.
Yeah.
So I've been working on the logic, and I've got my daughter, who's a really great designer. I got her to design these little icons for our flower. So we have our standard light level and moisture level is this happy flower. When it gets a little too moist, we have these little water droplets. When it's dry, it's super not happy. And then we can, when it gets dark, go to sleep. And when it's bright, we get our sunglasses on. So what I'm going to do, you can see I have basically 5 levels for each of those. I've got the little neopixels on the bottom here showing those. So every 5 seconds, these flip between showing our light level, which is at 4 right now, or showing our moisture level, which is at 3 right now. And then the goal for this is going to be use the JST connectors, or maybe just one of them, to connect to some kind of a soil sensor. So it might be a nail, or it might be something more sophisticated that's using the STEMMA interface later. And the light sensing is actually real. It's on board right now, and it's this photocell that's up here. So there's a little number here on the right that's actually changing as the light hits that, and that's going to be used to influence the happy state of our flower there.
Yeah, we were looking at, we were first talking about the Pi badge, remember we were looking at, there were a couple of Game Boy cartridges that had sensors in them. And like they would use light sensors or temperature sensors in the game. And so this is kind of like this plus Tamagotchi. I thought we could like mix it up and maybe make a real plant simulator, but it's actually connected to a plant. So you actually have to care for your plant. So we're going to add the plant next.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. And this is the sort of second time I've used either the Pi badge or the Pi Gamer for non-game things. And I'm really liking it because you can see it's you can do appealing interfaces with it. You've got a lot of button choices, and you've got the accelerometer and the light and the sound. So there's a lot packed into here, whereas imagine doing this like a year ago or 2, I would have had a whole bunch of boards glommed together, you know, a Feather or a Metro or something with a screen, and then adding an accelerometer, adding a light sensor off board or a little PCB. So the fact that all that is on here, it's kind of becoming a go-to thing for me to think about a project. If it has any reason to have a screen, this is a pretty good choice.
All right. Well, thanks. We'll show off the video from last week and then tune in tomorrow.
We have a lot of JP videos that we'll be showing on the show.
Okay, next up, Erin, what you glowing with?
Hello. So everybody's got these badge projects, and mine kind of goes with it. So what I've got is a lanyard. It's got LEDs inside of it, and I've got my Rock Band badge on here. And I've got it set up so that I'm working with the Bluefruit app here, and I can actually change the different colors of my animations using the color picker on here. So it's pretty exciting. I've got 4 different color animations, and then here, let's take it off. It might be a little easier to show. 4 different color animations, and then I can also speed up or slow down the animations using the up and down arrows in the Bluefruit app. And then I also have it hooked up to the color picker, so I can send all kinds of different colors to it, and it's a lot of fun. I think it would be really fun to make 2 or 3 of these, and then you can, like, if you can't find your friends, you just, send red to their.
Yeah. I found you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So that's what I just worked on. This just launched today, the tutorial, and I think Noe already made a little hat using the same code, which looks fantastic. So it's really a pretty good code. You can put this in anything and just be able to control a strip with your phone.
All right, sweet. Thank you.
We'll be talking about the guide as well as showing the video that you made.
Awesome.
Okay, next up, Dan.
Dan, you have an exciting demo to show us.
Right. So I'm also continuing that's Bluetooth work. This is Bluetooth work also. I'm working on pairing a device with another Bluetooth device, which how you pair your phone with headphones or something like that. So I'm going to switch cameras here, which hopefully should work.
Okay.
Great. Okay.
Toyota. No.
So there's my phone, and next to it is a 52840 Feather, which is the same thing that Erin was using, and a tiny display. And it's waiting. This guy is advertising and saying, "Hey, please, can I connect? Anybody want to connect to me?" So on the phone, I'll say yes, and it says, "You want a pair?" And I say yes. And now it's starting to ask this phone what time it is, because it turns out your phone has a time service that anybody you pair with can ask what time it is. And so it's now updating the time every 5 seconds.
So that's how like an Apple Watch gets the time. It actually pairs with your phone and then asks the phone for the time.
Exactly.
Oh, interesting.
And as a special added attraction, this is using the new Display I/O code that Scott wrote that works on OLED displays, which is will be in CircuitPython 5 Alpha. So I'm using 2 new technologies here.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
All right, cool
thank
demo.
you so much, Dan, and keep coming back to show some of the progress. If folks are interested in what it's like to have Bluetooth come to an entirely new chipset, or just watching development out in the open, you can check it out in Discord, and then also.
What I'm working on today, I'm working on BLE HID, that is keyboard and mice.
Okay. Next up.
Okay. Next up, we're going to go to the name is Jasmine. I think
hey, Jasmine.
I think you're J12732 in Discord.
Hey, Jay. Unmute your mic.
Unmute your mic and show us your project.
Okay.
Hey.
Mic's unmuted.
Yeah, no, I hear you now.
Okay, thank you. So my project is basically a glove. This is my first time. Well, not my first time, but it's my first project. And I've been working on this for a while. It's a smart glove that allows you to control your computer or your smartphone or TV. I've made sure it's compatible with basically all types of devices, like tablets and stuff. You can control it with gestures. This is the first I made. I also made a second one because this one's super hard to take off and you put it on, and has a few bugs when it comes to moving your hand. But I have basically just certain gestures make specific hand movements, and I wanted to make sure it could help you with everyday life stuff, like going on the metro or paying for stuff, because there's a little NFC chip in there that you can.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and make and you can just scan a metro card. It could use it to go through the metro, get on the bus, or something like Samsung Pay or something like that.
And then what chip? So tell us a little bit about the glove. So it looks like it has bend sensors in the fingers. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then what's the microcontroller? How are you reading those bend sensors?
Okay, so each bend sensor has one. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah,
so,
it's got the wires.
Yeah, 1 kilo ohm resistor and attached to ground, and power has its own connection to the bend sensor as well. And they all go through this Arduino Pro Micro, which is also connected to an MP6050, which reads the 3D data in relation to like the human body.
That's so cool. All right, that's awesome. Are you thinking of this for just like, is it like a music controller, or is it like accessibility? What do you, when you're using the gestures, what do you want to control with those gestures?
It's kind of. Wait, is there a way to show on my laptop screen?
Yeah, something? You can share.
Off to the left, if you mouse over, there's a little screen button.
There's a green.
It might not do what you expect, though.
Oh, okay.
Good luck.
But
yeah, try it out.
Try it out.
It might open up a portal to another universe, or
you might get teleported.
It might also just close your video out.
Oh, okay. Whoa!
Yay, I told you that other universe.
That's cool.
Okay. I don't even know what I just did there. Maybe I'll
screen, but when you select the screen,
yeah, you'll have to get off the tab.
So click on. You'll have to tab to whatever you want to show in your web browser.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you won't be able to see yourself, but we'll see what you're seeing.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay, then click on the tab you want us to see.
This.
Or close the window, or tap or minimize.
Discord. Hey, everybody in Discord.
I'm so confused.
Do you want to minimize the window?
We'll tell you what. We'll hop over to the other folks, and then you keep working on the screen thing, and we'll just come back to it at the end.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, this is like the end of 2001: Space Odyssey.
This infinite screen thing.
No, I love it.
Yeah,
but it's not what you want to see.
Okay, we'll just come back to you after we get to a couple more folks.
So keep practicing with it.
just get to what you want to show, and then when you see it on your screen,
we'll
come back
pop
to
by.
you. But no matter what, don't forget to email support@adafruit.com. The only thing your glove project is missing is as seen on the show and tell sticker. So we will send you one.
Free sticker.
Yeah. All right. So next up, we're going to go to
Christophe.
Christophe.
Hi, Christophe. Or Christopher. You're muted. So unmute your mic. Okay. Hello? No, not yet.
Looks like you're still muted. If you want to hold up your project, we can try to guess what it is. That's always
Yeah.
fun.
This looks like.
You hear me?
Oh, now I hear you.
Yep.
Hi.
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 Okay, that's my first time at show and tell.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Present some tiny robots I developed with 3D printing with shapeways and for the electronic components with Adafruit.
Cool.
So I show you with the webcam the installation.
Yes.
If you can see.
Oh, cool. Yes.
Okay. First, you have the. In fact, I work with Shapeways and Valve Corporation for Half-Life items, Half-Life video game. So you have the static mines. I develop a robot static mines with a tilt switch, RGB LED. All is programmed with Altitani 85. I made the same thing with the sticky bombs in Half-Life game. You have Altitani 45, Altitani 85 with a LED and tilt switch. I have buy another because it's not connect actually. I developed some little robots. I'm a fan of sci-fi, old sci-fi movie. Actually, I developed a little box based on a tilt switch and two diodes, green and red. So the tilt switch react. In fact, in that, I put the electronic component and I put a little P poissoteur. You know, you understand what is a poissoteur?
The fish? I don't know.
No. Poissoteur. I search on internet.
My French is very bad.
To simulate an alien in the box, because in the sci-fi movie unknown specimen from a sci-fi movie Twilight Zone, you have a box like that.
Do you remember the Twilight Zone with the box and there's a specimen?
Yes. Unknown specimen.
I don't know. There's many of them, but it looks really cool. I like the light glowing through it.
Yes.
It's very beautiful.
Yes. So I use that. I use Arduino Nano to inject code in Altitani 85. And another project actually is a little Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi, yes. So Tamagotchi, I make a program like a real automate. You feed it with a button. You feed it with a button. There is a loop when you don't feed it for a certain time, it die.
Oh no! Okay, you'll have to reset it when you're done.
Yes,
these are very beautiful. I love this small detail of the 3D printing.
And the last one is a two-head soundtrack of Half-Life.
Oh.
Show you.
I've not played Half-Life, but that looks scary.
And I actually robotize it with a little motor from Solar Robotics.
Okay.
So a lot of work. Another project here, laser transmission and a robot. A lot of work.
Okay. Well, these are beautiful
right.
little robots. Thank you for
so
showing
much.
them.
And the only thing they're missing is as seen on the show and tell sticker. So email support@adafruit.com and we'll send you a sticker that the little robot friends can live on top or see.
And thank you for coming by. Come by again.
All right.
Thank you.
We're going to try to get to 3 people. So
I
if
think
y'all could go fast.
Orlando's.
Well, Orlando, and then I'm going to go back to Jay and then Dannon. So let's go to Dannon.
Dan, do you have something to show off?
Yeah. If everyone keeps it to like 1 minute, we can get everyone and then go on to show and tell. Or sorry, ask an engineer.
There we go. You got me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And that, bleh. It's okay. I can be very quick.
Yeah.
I just got a new printer. The old one that I had, it's been difficult, to put it very politely. So I picked up a couple Prusa printers.
Okay.
And I'm in the process of putting them together.
Cool. That's a project.
Right on. We just posted about Prusa. If someone wants to see a factory tour of Prusa, it's on our blog. We just have a cool video. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Danny.
Dennis. All right.
All right.
Orlando.
We're gonna go Orlando, and then we're going to wrap up with Jay. All right.
Hey, Orlando.
Orlando, keep to a minute.
Hello there. I've gotten started in the use of putting some of the libraries that I create, Arduino libraries, on the Arduino Library Manager. I know we're starting to move away from Arduino a bit, but I like to sort of, I sort of like the
no matter what.
lower overhead a bit, and I made a smartwatch so it does heart rate and respiration. And so, I don't know if you guys know about that much, but well, of course you do. One of it has a heart rate monitor, and so one of the things you have to do is basically have auto gain amplifiers, and basically control the brightness of LEDs. And so what's really useful and handy for that is the digital potentiometer. So you can basically control the value of a resistor over I2C or SPI. I did I2C because it's easier. So I'm basically controlling LED brightness and controlling gain dynamically and sort of on the fly. So I basically created this library and put it on the Arduino Library Manager. It's for a 256 tap, 200 kilo ohm digital potentiometer, so you get really, really good range there. We'll talk about my smartwatch eventually. It's actually part of my PhD project, so I want to clear with my boss first, but I think you guys will really like it. But until then, I'll sort of talk about the individual parts of it. That's sort of a build-up, so to speak. And so, so this is something I sort of worked on over the last year or two, and I put it on the Library Manager for other people to use as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for helping others with
Right
your
on.
code.
Okay,
Sure.
and then we're going to go back to Jay. Jay, did you want to show anything on
You
your
wanna
screen
try?
before we wrap up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see me?
Well, we can see Hangouts.
We can see
So-
Hangouts. So yeah, open up a new tab and
Yeah,
then go where we want to go.
Okay, so this is my hand controlling the. I know you guys can't see it, but this is my hand controlling the glove.
Oh, okay. So
I can do certain gestures and stuff. Like I flex my pinky and I can see a whole tab map, and I can select them. I made sure there was like something that was easy
that's cool.
for the
That's so
people
cool.
people to interact with. Like I can pinch a window and move it around.
Yeah.
I made like it's kind of I'm trying to make a way for people to not have to interact with windows. So you can you work with your devices without physically having to touch them. Like I can open up a
That's cool.
keyboard. Okay, there it is. And
And you're like
type
just tilting your hand
without
to
having
move the mouse and
to
stuff.
touch anything at all.
Yeah, it's super cool.
That's
There's a
awesome.
good scene in like Johnny Mnemonic where he puts on
Yeah.
these gloves and he can like, make phone calls and do all that stuff. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm trying to make it work. I just need to get it Bluetooth. That's a wrap. But thank
All right,
you.
that's a
Thank
wrap.
you for
All
having me
righty.
on the
Well,
show.
thank you.
Come by when you get
everyone.
that working.
We'll see everybody next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Thank
We
you.
do
I
show
will.
and tell every single week. Thanks for making this the best 32 minutes of our week, all week, every week. Show and tell. Ask an Engineer starts as soon as I click a bunch of buttons.
Okay, see y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.